Hey Brew Crew, welcome back to Beer City Board Games. Recently, I asked you what your favorite games are to play at conventions, big parties, or all-day game gatherings. And wow, your responses were fantastic. Today, I'm sharing your picks. This is our first official People's Choice video, and I could not be more excited. Now, I'll say right up front, because of the nature of this question, some of the answers that were submitted were for specific games, and some were for certain types of games. Both are completely valid, and I'm going to be sharing a mix of both of them today. Let's start with some of the comments that you left. Corey from Travel the Board on YouTube says, at conventions, I love playing unpublished games. Games that are still in development and the designers are playtesting and getting feedback. This is an awesome thing that you're much more common to run into at a convention. People who are in the process of creating a new game, and you can actually sit down and be a part of that process. I think this is a great answer. Kim over on Facebook says, I love tile placement games. They seem to be the easiest for me to introduce to non-gamers. Another great choice, especially if you are bringing folks with you who may not be into super heavy games or games that can take a really long time to learn.
My favorite type of games to play at conventions are new games. There's no place like a convention to try a game you've never tried before. Going to places with huge libraries of games that you haven't tried, or going to a convention that has a great play-to-win library. There's nothing like going there and just grabbing some people and trying a new game. Sometimes we'll go to conventions and we'll try it. We might even only play one round just to get a feel for it, but that's just a great way to get an idea of what kind of games you like and get a lot of games sampled at once that you just don't have a chance. You have that wonderful combination of lots of games and lots of people all in one place. So my favorite kind of games, new games.
Confused 6 on YouTube says, Shadows Over Brimstone is great convention fun, and also says that they enjoy getting into specialty Magic the Gathering games. I've never played Shadows of Brimstone, but it looks like the kind of outrageous, epic game that would be a lot of fun to play in a convention setting. And there's no doubt that Magic games are very prolific at most major conventions, and you can pretty much guarantee you'll find someone there that likes your particular flavor of Magic.
Hi, it's Jen, Mrs. Beer City Board Games. At conventions, I don't really gravitate towards one type of game. I like to play all sorts of different types. I do like learning new trick-taking games. I like to learn the quick and light games where we can have a lot of different people play with us, and it doesn't extend the playtime too much. I do like learning new strategy games also, as long as I'm not trying to learn them late at night when my brain has given up for the day. If it's just our girls and I playing at a convention, typically I would be teaching the rules, so I pick really light games or party games to teach them. When we're at Gen Con, I really enjoy playing all the new hot games. So what we've done the last few years is we'll learn a game, and that can take a while, and then we'll just play a few rounds, see if we like it. And then we know what to purchase at the con too. We'll know which games have a better chance of hitting our table. So I really like that strategy that we started doing the last few years. And I feel like we get to play a lot more games that way and get a taste of a lot more games, which is really nice.
Stuart on Facebook gave us a whole list of games that he enjoys playing when at conventions, including Wine Cellar, Ra, Wilmot's Warehouse, Flip 7, Blob Party, Wandering Towers, Things in Rings, Bad Company, River Valley Glassworks, and having played a majority of these games at a convention, I can confirm. Although I will say that I would really love to try Wine Cellar soon. Our friend Liz on YouTube said, large player count games can be great, as they can be hard to get on otherwise. Space Cadet is one that I played that is only a con game for me. Now, I've never played Space Cadet, but I agree I love finding large player count games to play with folks at a convention. And Sydney Kaiser 7050 on YouTube said that I like to play games that I am intimidated by. Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship was something that I was super excited and terrified for. So many bits and bobs. but doing the event helps a ton to answer all of the inner thoughts. I think this is a great point. With all of the board game events, conventions are a great way to learn bigger games by having them taught to you at an event rather than having to learn them all on your own.
Hello, fellow Beer City board gamers. My name is Carl. Responded to Clay's shout out here around convention games. Got a couple of responses to this. One, I think the types of games I most play at conventions, and I go to 2 or 3 conventions a year, are games that my game group doesn't have access to, like either the new hotness or old school games that we haven't played before. Recently, Tigris and Euphrates. Never played that. Got to play that at a convention. That was great. But if I was to think about the type of convention game I want to play, I would say it would be high player count games. I think that's the thing that would excite me the most. Things like Sidereal Confluence or Rising Sun at full player count or Scythe at full player count. The types of games that, a normal game day we have 4, maybe 5 people, but a game that we can get like 6 or 7 and really dig in deep to, that would be awesome. So I think that'd be my convention choice.
When Clay asked about convention games, the first game that I thought of was Arc Nova. It's a game that I've only played at conventions. I'll probably only ever play it at conventions, and it's a game that I really enjoy and look forward to being able to play when I can. One of the reasons that I don't own the game is I don't have a table big enough to play Arc Nova. It is a massive game, takes up a lot of table space. So that's one of the great things about playing at a convention. There's a dedicated space where everybody can sit down and play and not have to worry about the space. It's also a challenging game. It takes a while to learn and it takes a long time to play. And so that can be a hard sell when there's so many other games that maybe your game group already knows, you already know that you like. Talking people into spending maybe an hour learning it and then 4 hours to play can be a hard sell. But at a convention, there are plenty of people there who not only enjoy learning challenging games, but have probably set aside a weekend to do just that. So the people who are there are going to be excited about playing a game. You've got the space, and so when I think convention game, it's Arc Nova. I guess another thing with that one is the theme can maybe be a challenging sell. It's not Cthulhu or a racing game that's immediately accessible. I guess most people are probably familiar with zoos, but I'm a huge fan of the zoo. Love going to the zoo. When I was a kid, my dream job was designing zoos, and I've sunk days into Zoo Tycoon. So this game really scratches that itch for me. But again, it's not going to be a game for everybody. And conventions are a place to find people who have those niche interests and might sit down and learn a game that, not everybody is going to be into.
And from YouTube, Jeff says, at a con, I like to play games that I haven't played before. I can play my favorites anytime at home. I like to explore and find other games I like so I can have new favorites to bring home. I especially make it a point to play more challenging games. I took on Andromeda's Edge at Gen Con, and I can't wait to be able to play that one again. First off, I am incredibly excited to try Andromeda's Edge, but also I agree with the technique here. I love trying out new games at a convention so that I can see which ones I need to rush to the hall and buy.
Hey everybody, I'm Evan.
I'm Grayson.
And we are super happy to be a part of this brand new show. So if we're talking about convention games, I like to play a lot of different types of games at conventions. I like to learn new games. I like to have people teach me some of their favorite games. But between all of us, there is
one game.
Yes, there is one game. And
one game.
What that we love to play at conventions, specifically Grand Con.
Yes.
What is that, Grayson?
King Frog.
So King Frog is this sort of a racing game where you have to kind of be the last one standing, where you play frogs and everyone gets a hand of cards of the same with all the same numbers.
Yeah, it's like 1 through 5, I think.
And you're simultaneously playing these, trying to land on the lily pads that are the colors of your frog.
Or the ones that have flowers.
Yes, there's like wild ones. But if you land on a lily pad that is not your color, you lose that card.
Or the water space, like the no lily pad spot.
Correct. So the trick is to try to just last the longest, trying to guess what other people are going to do, because you leapfrog over them as you're racing around this little track of lily pad tiles.
So sometimes you could go way farther or way less than you expected to,
Yes.
causing you to land on not your space.
But if you can guess correctly what you think other people are going to do, you will come out the victor and be crowned the King Frog. So yeah, that's our pick for this week. Thanks again once again for having us, and we'll see you at Grand Con. We have new stickers.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, thanks everybody for your submissions and comments. For my pick, I love anything that can play at maximum player count without taking too much additional time to play. I want to have a chance to play with as many different people as possible when I'm at a convention, and so that's why I enjoy playing things like Camel Up, Things in Rings, or Raw. All right, let's talk about next week's People's Choice. The new question is, what game has given you the best story to tell afterward? I love games that have a sense of progression to them, that feel like you're following a story arc or a movie plot. There have been quite a few that I can think of, but let's create a list of games that tell a great story. Drop your pick in the comments below, or if you want to be featured on the channel, send me a short clip through the submission link in the description. Remember, it doesn't need to be fancy. Just keep it quick, film it in landscape, and tell us your choice. Thanks again to everyone who commented or sent in a video. You made this first People's Choice episode awesome. If you liked seeing your pick on the screen, give this video a like so more people can join in. And if you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next roundup. And I will see you all next week with your answers. Cheers, and let's get another round for the table.